We're back for Your Ears Only. I'm David Alpern.
I'm Catherine Herzog with this news quote. The international culture of the West is strong, while we are weak. That was China's President Hu Jintao calling for strengthened cultural production to counter an influx of Western entertainment, including Avatar and Transformers 3, the nation's top-grossing films. Now this.
When I want a melody, lilting through the house, then I want a melody by Strauss. It laughs, it sings, the world is in rhyme, swinging to three-quarter time.
Actress vocalist Anna Bergman with a 1936 song by two international icons of America's music, George and Ira Gershwin, saluting one of Europe's, waltz king Johann Strauss, and demonstrating the appeal of musical exports and imports. Indeed, that's the theme of Bergman's new show at Feinstein's Cabaret in New York's Regency Hotel, January 13th and 14th, You and the Night and the Music. And for Your Ears Only, Bergman joins us now to explain. Anna, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me, David.
You're something of an import and export yourself, raised largely overseas, now performing both at home and abroad. Talk about where you were born and spent your early years.
I was born in Paris. My father was an American diplomat, and I was raised in Congo, Kinshasa, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, Ottawa, Canada, Vienna, Austria, and then later London, England.
And when and how did singing and acting get into your blood?
You know, I think I pretty much discovered my passion for music and singing in Vienna, city of Strauss, Mozart, and Lehar. How can you not? And I think that's where it all kind of began. But I think as a diplomat's daughter, I also, naturally have a passion for celebrating the American songbook, since we represented America abroad, and I think that's one of our greatest gifts to the rest of the world is our American songbook.
What are some of your favorite roles on stage?
A lot of the Broadway musicals, Kate and Kiss Me Kate, Guinevere and Camelot, Eliza and My Fair Lady. I mean, those were dream roles that I got to play. But I also have done opera roles and operetta roles, and then also some straight plays, such as Masha and Three Sisters by Chekhov and Donnie and David Mamet's Cryptogram. So it's been a wide range.
And what are some of your favorite stages across the country and around the world?
Of course, every singer dreams of singing at Carnegie Hall and Lincoln Center, and those were dreams come true for me to perform at both of those iconic venues, and the Kennedy Center in Washington. But I think I love to perform with symphony orchestras. It's a great passion to have a 65-piece orchestra behind you is a thrill of a lifetime, and I continue to do that. And I also really enjoy performing in not only concert halls around the world, but also in intimate venues. I love to do private salons in people's homes, and it was Kitty Carlisle Hart who actually inspired me to do that after doing one in her home for her. And together we created a salon that I presented for public television, and so that was kind of a thrill. So that's become a passion, too, is revive the art of the musical salon.
I gather your new show pays homage to some other older performers who inspired you.
Yes, I really adore, as I've mentioned, to sing in different languages, I guess, and also kind of a product of being a diplomat's child. So having lived in Austria and Paris, I really grew to love Edith Piaf and Marlene Dietrich. And I think not only as women were they incredibly inspiring, incredibly intelligent and talented and strong women, but as artists, too, they really epitomized for me how we can celebrate our uniqueness, and that's why they're inspiring to me.
So in the category of musical exports, you have some world-famous American standards, including a medley about dream lovers. Talk about some that you choose.
Okay, this is a medley I call the Prince of My Dreams medley, and my musical director, Alex Rybeck, and I put that together. And it's really kind of snippets from very well-known Broadway shows, and it ends with Leonard Bernstein's Glitter and Be Gay. And it's a funny look at how we are raised with this fairy tale of the Prince of My Dreams will come, but really what we want is a fabulous lover who can also, buy us beautiful jewels.
There's also a new American song by the grandson of an even more famous Broadway composer.
Yes. Adam Guettel is the grandson of Richard Rodgers. I've been, for the last year, touring with the Richard Rogers show that I premiered at Feinstein's at Loews Regency for their 10th anniversary season. And when I had an opportunity to audition for the Broadway show The Light in the Piazza, which Adam Gettle wrote, we became friends, and he came to my concert work, and then I got to play Margaret in The Light in the Piazza concert version. And I think he's one of the most gifted current writers on Broadway. So I do sing a song of Margaret's from The Light in the Piazza in the show.
Let's look at some of your musical imports, including one from France that's been thoroughly Americanized by Andy Williams, among many other U.S. singers, but you do the original.
Are you speaking of the Embraceable You or Sous le ciel de Paris?
Sous le ciel de Paris.
Yeah. Well, that was one of Piaf's signature songs, and I love it because it's really a romantic love song to the city of Paris. And this particular arrangement that Alex Rybeck and I put together is a marriage of two famous French songs. It's Erik Satie's Gymnopédie and the Sous le ciel de Paris. And I love to sing it.
There's also a German song made famous by Marlene Dietrich that actually was born here.
Yes, this is a very interesting thing that I learned about Dietrich as I studied her life. She renounced Nazi Germany, as you know, and she became an American citizen, and then she created this album of standards that were American standards sung in German, but she used them as propaganda tools to sing to Nazi soldiers on underground radio.
And so what is the song?
Oh, it's Mean to Me. So I do it both in English and in German.
No Johann Strauss, it seems, but another waltz master, Franz Lehár?
Yes, well, I adore both. This is, I do a song in the show from The Merry Widow, a role that I'm hoping one day to play. I played Valenciennes in The Merry Widow, but the widow is the role. This is a dream role. It's Villa. The Viennese operetta, that music is so glorious. Those melodies are just infectious.
Anna Bergman brings her new show of lyrical imports and exports, You and the Night and the Music, including that song by America's Howard Dietz and Arthur Schwartz, to Feinstein's in New York on the 13th and 14th of January. Now a bit more Gershwin.
By Jove, by Jing, by Strauss is the third. So I say to Ha-ta-ta, Herus, just give me a room, Papa. By Strauss.
Next, the girl with the empathy tattoo and some large corporate notches in her belt. For your ears only.